At the beginning of the story, we are shown the world's most dangerous prison, Alcatraz. Until today, no prisoner has ever escaped alive from this prison. The reason is that water surrounds the prison from all sides, and its security is so strict that not even a bird can fly through it. One day, a prisoner named Frank Morris is brought to this prison. At the entrance, a guard carefully checks Morris from head to toe. After completing the inspection, the guard sends him to a prison block and locks him inside a cell. After locking him in, the guard says, "Welcome to Alcatraz." At the same moment, the prison bell rings, and the guards begin checking each cell one by one. Soon the cell doors open and all the prisoners come out. They line up to collect their food. During lunch, a prisoner named Litmus sits in front of Morris. Before Morris even starts eating, another prisoner named Wolf keeps staring at him aggressively. This makes Morris slightly nervous. While eating, Litmus asks Morris for some of his food. Morris calmly gives it to him. Litmus then feeds the food to a rat he keeps with him. Morris finds this strange because the rat is Litmus's pet. That night, while Morris is resting in his cell, a guard comes and tells him, "The warden wants to see you." Morris goes to meet the warden. The warden says, "Welcome to this prison. I know you have escaped from many prisons before, but you will never escape from Alcatraz. Anyone who escapes from here dies in the ocean. Even if you try to escape, the water will stop you, and you will drown. Alcatraz was built to keep rotten eggs like you in one basket, and only 2 people can visit you here once a month." While leaving the warden's office, Morris secretly steals the warden's nail cutter, thinking it might help him escape someday. Back in his cell, he hides the nail cutter inside a book. Later, while Morris is taking a shower, Wolf starts harassing him. Morris gets angry and beats Wolf badly. After this incident, Morris is assigned work in the prison library, where he meets a prisoner named English. English is an old prisoner and the leader among the inmates. He is serving time for several murders. Morris asks him, "Why didn't you ever try to escape from here?" English laughs and replies, "No one can escape this prison. Water surrounded on all sides. Even if you manage to get outside, the guards will catch you. And even if you avoid the guards, the ocean will stop you. No matter how good a swimmer you are, you will drown before reaching the shore. You can live only inside this prison. Outside, you will die." But Morris has already decided that he will escape no matter what. That same night, a guard informs Morris that starting the next day, he will work as a carpenter and will earn $150 per hour. Morris accepts the deal. The next morning, Morris cleverly asks Litmus if there is any escape route in the prison. Litmus tells him that every cell has a small air vent, which leads outside. But the vent is very small. At the same time, Wolf approaches Morris again to take revenge. But Doc, another prisoner and an artist, warns Morris that Wolf is coming and is holding something in his hand. Wolf attacks Morris, but Morris fights back and beats him again. During the fight, a guard comes to stop them, but Wolf pushes the guard down. Seeing this, a guard from the watchtower fires a gunshot, scaring everyone. Both Morris and Wolf are sent to D Block, the prison's most dangerous section. Prisoners in D Block are tortured every day. Morris is brutally tortured for several nights, leaving him in terrible condition. After 10 days, he is finally returned to his cell. That same day, a new prisoner arrives in the cell next to him. His name is Charlie Butts. The two quickly become friends. Later, the warden begins inspecting the prison cells. When he enters Doc's cell, he sees many paintings. Doc has even painted a portrait of the warden. The warden smiles when he sees it. But the very next day, he orders the guards, "Remove all of Doc's paintings. From now on, he is not allowed to paint." This decision breaks Doc's heart, because painting was the only thing helping him survive prison life. The next day, while working in the carpenter's shop, Doc suddenly asks a guard to bring him an axe. The guard brings it. Suddenly, Doc cuts off 3 of his own fingers. He does this because his paintings were taken away, and he believes his hands are useless now. Morris tries to go to him, but the guards stop him. Doc is taken away. Later, Morris finds a flower in his clothes, which Doc secretly placed there earlier. Morris realizes that Doc's happiness was taken away from him. In anger, Morris places Doc's severed fingers in a box and gives them to a guard, saying, "Give this to the warden." His wish has been fulfilled. That night, while sitting sadly, Morris notices a cockroach crawling into the air vent. At that moment, Morris realizes something important. There might actually be a way out. And this is where the Real story begins. Soon Morris forms a plan with John, Clarence, and Charlie. They secretly dig the vent using tools made from spoons and a nail cutter, hide the holes with magazines, and create dummy heads made from hair and paper so the guards think they're sleeping. They also steal raincoats to make a raft for crossing the ocean. After months of preparation, the escape night finally arrives. But Charlie becomes too scared and fails to escape in time. Meanwhile, Morris, John, and Clarence climb through the vents, reach the roof, and finally make their way to the edge of the island. They inflate the raincoat raft and escape into the ocean. The next morning, the guards discover the dummy heads in the cells. The entire prison goes into emergency lockdown. The warden rushes to the shore, where he finds a bag with some of the prisoners' belongings. He announces that the prisoners must have drowned in the ocean, but then he notices Doc's flower lying on the ground. At that moment, the warden realizes that Morris escaped and took revenge for Doc. To protect his reputation, the warden orders a report saying, "The prisoners drowned in the ocean." But deep inside, he knows the truth. Within 1 year, Alcatraz prison is permanently shut down. And this is where the movie ends.